I'm inspired in my defiance today by the fact that President Donald Trump has now pardoned former President of Honduras, Juan Orlando Hernandez, who was serving 45 years in federal prison for importing and smuggling 400 tons of cocaine into this country. He also took bribes from other drug trafficking cartels, including El Chapo. But as of December 2nd, 2025, he walks free. And this is how I know that the struggle with Venezuela, the war that is happening over narco-terrorism, is completely fictional. If you are willing to pardon the former Honduras president who was directly responsible for narco-terrorism and was convicted of it and was sentenced to 45 years in federal prison, if you're willing to pardon that person and let them go free, then you have no business saying that we should be doing anything in Venezuela, especially not extrajudicial killings off the coast of Venezuela. This is the kind of bonkers madness that is going on with the Trump pardoning train. He will grant pardons to anyone who he believes is an ally of his. Not of America, but of his. Donald Trump does not have scruples. He does not have morals. He is only interested in what benefits him the most. And the thing that benefits him the most in Honduras is allying himself with a particular political faction that will most benefit him. There is a presidential election coming up in Honduras, and he has a particular preferred candidate. In order to fully support that candidate, he is going to free one of the allies of the candidate in question. This is all nonsense. We have a president that is currently bombing boats off the coast of the Caribbean. He is claiming that it is in order to stop the flow of drugs into the United States. But he is also pardoning someone who is convicted of doing that exact act. 400 tons of cocaine, an entire cartel's worth, is what he brought into this country. And the Trump administration, because this man is kissing the ring, because he is allied with powerful people in Honduras, he is just going to walk free. And I think it's pretty clear that this is both hypocritical and it destroys any moral high ground that they had in explaining their actions in Venezuela or in the Caribbean. This administration does not care about law and order. They do not care about locking people up who deserve it. They only care about power. And that is why he is choosing to pardon this man. He wants to keep control, both in our government and around the world. And he is going to do anything that he can in order to do so. I'm also inspired today by Indiana, who has finally done what Donald Trump has asked and constructed new maps for the congressional districts. These new maps, which are as gerrymandered as they can get, allow for at least 2 additional Republican districts. This redistricting effort, which has followed the one in Texas, is following a number of them around the country, it doesn't have precedent. There's no reason to do it in between census years. The only reason that it is happening now is because Donald Trump does not want to lose the majority for Republicans in the House. He does not want to be impeached in 2026. And this is the only way he can figure out how to do it. Because if you allow the voters to vote for who they actually want in power, if you allow for people to simply vote for their ideals rather than their fears, then you end up with representation that doesn't look like MAGA, that doesn't look like the coalition of fear that Donald Trump put together in 2024. And what it looks like to me is that this is the last-ditch effort to hold on to power, to make it so that Donald Trump will have 4 years in the White House rather than the 2 if he were tried and convicted of all of the crimes that he has been engaging in over the last 2 years. He is very worried that he will be impeached if he loses the majority in the House and Senate. And I think he should be worried. This redistricting effort, in addition to all of the other ones around the country, do not represent the America that is the voting public. We cannot allow people to change the rules of the game in the midst of it being played. The leaders in power right now are rightly afraid of the voters. They are rightly determining that they are going to lose, and lose in a big way, in 2026. They are afraid of their voters, and they are afraid of reality. And that is why they are attempting to redistrict. If you've made it this far in the video, you've clearly found something you like, or perhaps hated enough to watch to the end. Please leave a comment down below and let me know which one it is. I'll be sure to reply. Also, if you'd like to like the video or subscribe, that works great too. But I'll be here as often as I can, inspired in my defiance and by my reality. And I hope you will be too.